This week on Joe's Outdoor Office, we're going to tackle the beef brisket. We're going to smoke it for 12 hours, and we're going to do some steps at the end that will make it some of the most tender beef brisket you've ever put in your mouth. Low and slow, low heat, lots of time on the smoker, and some steps at the end that'll really make it finish out nice. Hope you enjoy it. The prep for the brisket is very easy. We're going to take our syringe and we're going to inject it very heavily with beef broth. Just standard beef broth that you would buy, you know, for soups and stews. And what this will do naturally is add moisture and flavor to our meat, and it'll help it, you know, since this is such a long cook time, long time in the smoker, we want as much moisture in this meat as we can possibly get. So we really want to blow it up, fill it full of liquid, and of course beef broth, you know, adds flavor. So we want to add as much beef broth as it'll hold till it starts running out. I mean, just keep going down. You know, you can use a pattern. And all we're doing here is adding moisture and flavor. This thing is going to be on the smoker all day long. And the next step is to take our rib rub and liberally, I mean liberally, sprinkle it on the meat. Now what I'll probably do tomorrow when we put this on is I will sprinkle it one more time. But this is just to get some flavor, to mix with the injection, and to get on that first ½ inch of meat and just let it rest all night long. This is the fat side, so this will go down when we put it on the smoker. This side will be down. And there you go. Ready to cover it up with foil, put it in the refrigerator overnight. Okay, it's time to wrap this thing up in foil, leave it in the pan overnight. Let all those good flavors rest. And we'll be getting up early in the morning to put this on the smoker. See you tomorrow. Okay, we've got our brisket in the smoker. Our temperature probe is in. It's on the middle rack. We're going to start at a temperature of 215 to 220 on our electric smoker. And we're going to achieve a temperature of 200 degrees. That's probably going to take 10 or 12 hours. This is a 7-pound flat cut, so this ought to be delicious when it's done. So let's get smoking. Okay, it's been about 3.5 hours, so what we're going to do now is one of those processes to make this tender. We're going to take it out of the smoker and we're going to take some, and there you go. Not quite done yet, it's about 177 degrees. So we're going to take it in real quick, wrap it in foil, put a little beef broth on it, and then put it back in the smoker and let it finish. This may be one of the most important steps of the whole process other than having a smoker. We're going to take 2 large pieces of aluminum foil and lay them out. We're going to build a big pouch for our brisket. And this is what it's going to cook in from here on out. So we're going to form it up. Make sure the sides are both tucked in. Tell you what, let me do it this way. Make sure the sides are tucked in really good. Just like that. And we're going to take our beef broth. And we're just going to pour it. And you can hear Lulu is having a fit. She can smell this. And then we're going to wrap it up. I want to make sure that my sides are nice and tucked in before I turn down the top. Okay, you got a good overlap there. Now you just take it. You can push it in and just wrap it up. Glue, it's not ready yet. We'll have some in about 3 hours, 4 hours. Oh, our buzzer's going off. It's time to take it in. Okay, we've got our brisket out of the smoker. Reached its 200 degrees. We're going to quickly take the entire brisket in the foil and we're going to wrap it up in 2 towels and let it rest for at least an hour, maybe 2. Okay, it's been right at 2 hours since we took it off the smoker and we wrapped it in our towels. And now it's time, over 12 hours later, to see exactly what we have here. I'll move these towels out of the way. Oh, the smell. I wish you could smell this. The juice. See how it holds all the juices in? So now we're going to let it cool just a little bit and then slice it up. Okay, just took the first piece off. We found the grain. It's running this way. So we're going to carve off a couple little slices. This is so tender that it's almost falling apart. You can see the grain of that. It's just about perfect. So let's try some. So it's always great when a plan comes together and we get something really rewarding out of a day's work. This brisket is so tender and juicy. We're going to take these drippings and we're going to strain them up and we'll use it when we serve it because we have 7 pounds of this stuff. So here's to you. Got a nice texture, really juicy. Can't beat a smoked brisket.